Make no mistake, it was a criminal act that was organized and has inflicted great harm in our communities.
An arson attack, which is what happened here just yesterday. Is this really Toronto of 2024? Or perhaps more like Berlin of some 90 years ago? David Menzies for Rebel News here in North Toronto. And folks, it might be a new year, but the same old vile Jew hatred that we saw in the latter half of 2023, well, it has carried over into 2024. I am standing in front of International Deli Foods. It is a Jewish-owned shop, and apparently that makes it fair game when it comes to an arson attack, which is what happened here just yesterday. As well, the shop had its windows smashed, and it was defaced with graffiti stating "Free Palestine." It is appalling, but then again, folks, it is entirely predictable. We have seen for months now the pro-Hamas demonstrators trespass onto private property, shut down expressways and highway bridges, proclaim genocide against the Jewish race. And all the while, the members of the Toronto Police Service stand by and do nothing. In fact, that has only emboldened the mob, and this is the latest chapter in which somebody apparently wanted to burn this Jewish-owned deli to the ground. Indeed, you have to ask yourself, do Jews in this city of my birth feel safe? Is this really Toronto of 2024, or perhaps more like Berlin of some 90 years ago? Now, we've reached out to the owner. Unfortunately, he is declining all media interviews. There's a lot of media here. I see City News. Oh, of course, the CBC. That's our taxpayer-funded media outlet that refuses still to call Hamas terrorists. And perhaps it is the fear and intimidation we see on the streets of Hogtown these days that is preventing the owner and other staff members from coming on camera. You see, folks, that's what happens when law enforcement refuses to uphold the law. Coincidentally, the shop shares the same initials as the Israel Defense Forces, namely IDF. The members of the Toronto Police Service are, well, to use a military term, absent without a leave. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. You know, folks, we don't know who carried out this arson attack yesterday, but we have our suspicions. So it is, I ask you to go to our website, deporthamas.com. That's deporthamas.com. So many of these demonstrators aren't even Canadian citizens. This is outrageous. Let's make deportation great again.